complaining about?
It's been a pleasure knowing you, Laura.
Everything begins with a large number of men carrying torches and a huge log into a castle, intending to break through the huge door. Inside the castle, Dr. Frankenstein is completing his experiment where he is about to bring a corpse back into life. This experiment is funded by Count Vladislaus Dracula, but seeing the experiment almost finished, he reveals his true motive. Dracula intends to bring his offsprings back to life using the life force of this creation. The good doctor refuses to be part of the evil plans of Dracula and tries to kill him, but then this happens. Seeing the doctor getting attacked by Dracula, the monster breaks free and attacks the evil being. The attack does not bring fatal injuries to the evil Dracula, but is enough for the monster to flee with Dr. Frankenstein. They are chased by the angry mob, who accuse the doctor for practicing witchcraft on dead bodies, and it leads them to an old windmill. The monster takes refuge on the dilapidated structure, but the angry mob sets it on fire. The structure gives way, and the monster falls into the fire along with the doctor. The scene cuts to 1 year later in Paris, where we are introduced to Van Helsing, while he is investigating the murder of a young woman and a cigar lying nearby. It leads him straight to an abandoned building, where he comes face to face with Dr. Hyde. Helsing reveals that he has been ordered by the Vatican to capture Dr. Hyde alive, but his crimes are tempting him to kill right there.
You know, my superiors would like for me to take you alive. Personally, I'd rather just kill you and call it a day.
A brutal fight ensues, and neither men are willing to give up an inch. Dr. Hyde uses his brute strength to his advantage, and Helsing uses his skills and smartness to the fullest. But Hyde finally has the upper hand, and beats him to a pulp, but just as he throws Helsing down the roof, this happens. He returns to the church in Vatican with the news, and is berated by Cardinal Genet for being too reckless with his missions. The church wanted Dr. Hyde alive, but Helsing explains that he had no choice and acted in self-defense. The cardinal reveals to him that since time immemorial, they have been acting as the secret society who have been saving humanity from monsters all around the world. We are told that Helsing has lost memories of his past and asks for help, but right then, the cardinal then gives him his next mission. He is tasked with traveling to Transylvania to destroy Count Dracula and protect the last members of the Valerius bloodline, Vulcan and Anna. Cardinal tells him that their ancestor, Valerius the Elder, made a vow to God that his descendants would not enter heaven until Dracula was destroyed, and since only 2 members of the family remain alive, their failure would mean the eternal damnation of their entire bloodline. And he hands Van Helsing a torn fragment of a map. Eerily, the insignia on the map resembles the ring that Helsing has on his finger. This means that the key to his past life resides in Transylvania.
In Transylvania, you may find the answer you seek.
Without delay, he arms himself with holy water, a silver stake, a crucifix, and an automatic crossbow. He also recruits a friar, named Karl, to be his henchman and sets off for Transylvania. Meanwhile, in Transylvania, Vulcan disguised himself as bait to lure out a werewolf, intending to capture it. But when the beast finally appears, all hell broke loose, and even though the men fired at the beast, it was of no use. Vulcan accidentally dropped his gun with silver bullets, hence losing the only thing that can slay the beast. Acting quickly, Anna tried to retrieve it, but just then, the beast broke loose, forcing the brave woman to back off. Vulcan finally managed to shoot it, but only at the expense of his own life. Anna is heartbroken after witnessing her brother fall in front of her eyes, but they had managed to slay the beast. The scene shifts to Helsing and Karl, who upon their arrival in Transylvania, are welcomed with hostility by men holding pitchforks and knives. But before things became ugly, Anna intervened. She asked them the purpose of their visit, and when Van Helsing revealed that he was there to save her family, she scoffed at him. But all of a sudden, this happens. A battle ensues where Dracula's brides, Marischka, Elara, and Verona continue their relentless attack on the townspeople. Helsing tries his best and shoots multiple times, but they have little impact on the brides. Alara and Verona corner Anna inside a small room, where they threaten to kill her, but just then, Helsing dips his crossbow in holy water and shoots Mariska in the heart, leading to her immediate demise. Her death is felt by Alara and Verona, and they retreat to their secret hideout. Anna invites them to her mansion. At night, an impulsive Anna discloses to them that for generations, her family has tried to locate Dracula's secret hideout with the intention of killing him, but they failed. Back inside Dracula's castle, the brides lament for their fallen member, but Dracula seems to have a heart of stone. He feels neither pain nor sorrow.
Have you no heart?
No! I have no heart! I feel no love!
He wishes to continue their experiment to extract life force from a supernatural being to bring his offsprings back to life. An idea that saddens his brides as their previous attempt had failed. But eventually, he manipulates them to do his bidding. After a few hours, upon venturing out in the hallway, she senses an evil presence. Sure enough, a werewolf lunges at her, making her run for her life. But just as the clouds cover the moon, it is revealed that the werewolf is Velkin. He tries to warn Anna about Dracula, but before he could finish, the clouds disappear and this happens. The commotion alerts Van Helsing, who charges at the beast. He attempts to shoot, but Anna prevents him from dealing the finishing blow. She reveals to him that it is in fact her brother who has turned into a werewolf. But to her shock, he admits that he knew beforehand about her brother's tragic transformation. She convinces him to try to save her brother, and the duo begin their journey to Dracula's castle. To our surprise, Velkin seems to be working in cohort with Dracula. It appears that he is the one who had sent Velkin to spy on Van Helsing and discover his motives. But just then, Velkin sees the dead and decayed body of his father, proving that it was Dracula who had killed him. A furious Velkin lunges at him, but is stopped by the Dwergi, who turn out to be Dracula's minions. They tie him to a high-rise shaft so that lightning bolts can strike him, and the energy gets transferred to Dracula's offsprings. Helsing and Anna arrive at the castle, and the two men go head-to-head for the first time. To our surprise, Dracula calls him by his real name and reveals that they have a long history.
Hello, Gabriel.
It is also revealed that the ring in his finger actually belonged to Dracula himself. He tries stabbing him with a silver stake and burning him with the crucifix, but nothing seems to work. Just then, lightning strikes Velkin and his werewolf energy is transferred to the unborn eggs of Dracula, giving them life. He commands his brides to teach the young ones how to feed, and they take the skies. Meanwhile, Anna tries to rescue Velkin, but as it turns out, he has no control over his own body. Helsing and Anna retreat from the castle, while the young vampires attack the townsmen. They feast on the vulnerable and the weak, but shockingly, they start dying. This proves that Velkin's energy was not enough to give them permanent life. On the other hand, Anna and Helsing start having small talk, but just then, the ground beneath their feet collapses, and they fall into someone's hideout. And that someone turns out to be Frankenstein's monster. Anna tries killing it, but he stops him, stating that it is not evil. The monster reveals that Dracula needs him to give permanent life to his offsprings, and hence Helsing prepares to transport him to Rome for protection. Meanwhile, Carl wakes up inside a library and accidentally discovers a secret painting which comes to life. It portrays how a werewolf can kill a vampire using his venom, stunning him with this revelation. Helsing takes the monster and Carl on a carriage ride to Rome, but during their journey, he is attacked by Alara and Verona. Due to the scuffle, the carriage falls down a cliff, but when Verona opens it, she is horrified to find it empty and loaded with silver spikes. As it appears, Anna was carrying the monster and Carl in a separate carriage, and Helsing rejoins them after the battle. But the danger is far from over as Velkin attacks them and sets the carriage on fire. Everyone abandons the burning carriage, and Helsing manages to take down Velkin with a silver bullet. Anna is heartbroken, but soon finds out that Helsing was bitten by Velkin during the battle. To add to their predicament, Alara reappears. Now running out of time, Helsing travels to the city alongside Carl and the monster, but is again visited by Alara. This time, she has an offer. Helsing can exchange the monster with Anna, and she gives him the location of a nearby masquerade ball to make the exchange. Without a moment of hesitation, Helsing takes out the monster and locks him inside an abandoned church. Post that, they make preparations and take positions inside the ball. Sure enough, Dracula and Anna are seen dancing together, letting us know that she has been enchanted by the evil being. With the help of Carl, Helsing rescues her, and the trio are attacked by the men and women in the ball who are also revealed to be vampires. To add to the situation, we see that the Dwergi have captured the monster, and seeing this, Helsing repents his choices. They somehow manage to escape the mansion with the help of explosives, but to their dismay, see the monster being taken away by the Dwergi on a boat. Helsing promises to help set him free.
I'll find you! I'll get you back and set you free! I swear to God!
Post that, they return to Anna's ancestral mansion, where Carl reveals that he had read the manuscripts and found some shocking revelations. Dracula was the son of Valerius the Elder, and although Valerius had taken an oath to kill the evil being, he could not bring himself to do it and banished him inside an icy dimension. Nobody knows where it is, but Valerius used to stare at the map for long durations. This makes the heroes realize that the map may be a portal to that dimension, and shockingly, the missing part of the map is seen matching the part that is with Van Helsing. It soon reveals a portal which directly leads to Dracula's castle. Helsing finds Igor and threatens him into disclosing Dracula's exact location, and just then, we see the monster being lifted using chains.
He has a cure to remove the curse of the werewolf!
Carl now understands that Dracula has the cure to keep werewolves in check, in case they turn against him. They split up, and while Helsing goes to confront Dracula, Anna and Carl follow Igor towards the cure. But unfortunately, Igor traps them inside the room having the cure, and there, they are faced by Alara. Anna uses her wits and breaks the jar containing the cure, which contained a corrosive material. It burns away Alira's face and also melts the iron bars, allowing Carl to escape with the antidote. A fierce battle ensues between Anna and her nemesis, with the latter using her supernatural powers to blow out the nearby torches. Meanwhile, Carl is chased by Igor carrying an electrical spear. Helsing reaches the monster and tries to free him, but Dracula intervenes, throwing Helsing down. Lightning strikes, and the energy of the monster is transferred to Dracula's offsprings. It brings them to life, and they fly towards the sky in ecstasy. The monster eventually frees himself, but tumbles down. He accidentally saves Carl from Igor, and the former helps him reach Anna, who is in dire need of help. It battles Alara, giving Anna the chance to join Helsing, while Carl passes her the antidote. But Alara reappears and attacks Anna. But this time, Anna ends her nemesis for good. Helsing transforms into a werewolf, making Dracula visibly scared.
This cannot be.
They have a duel in which Helsing overpowers the evil being, but unfortunately, transforms into human as soon as the moon goes behind the clouds. Dracula mocks him, but this proves to be a fatal mistake. The moon reappears, and this time Helsing finishes off his nemesis. Right then, Anna appears with the cure, and while she tries to inject him, the werewolf lunges at her. Carl also appears and tries to take him down, but just then, they see the syringe injected in its body. But sadly, his rage has cost Anna her life, and Helsing laments the passing away of his dear lover. Deeply hurt and broken, they hold a funeral pyre, and Helsing sees Anna reuniting with her family and thanking him for his help. The monster also drifts away, willing to live his life on his own terms, and with this, the movie ends.
Thank you for watching. If you like this recap, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And please don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel.